Good morning, everyone. Brian here again with BMK Retro Gaming. This morning I have a review for you guys of the IntelliVision home video game console line original library game, Las Vegas Roulette. Now, it's a pretty simple gambling game, not too much complicated to it. Once you learn the basic controls and all, it's pretty simple and pretty fun, if you're into that. Anyway, it was developed by Mattel themselves in 1979, so it was likely a part of their early launch titles for the Mattel IntelliVision 1, which basically most of the IntelliVision home video game console line consoles were. They had their differences, but they pretty much had the same capabilities in most respects. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at everything. This is the cartridge, basically. Focus. There we go. Mine's obviously seen some of its better days already. Says it was made in Hong Kong. And here we go. Mattel Incorporated, 1979. Here we have our manual. It's a pretty decent one. It's just, how you would say, green with black and white. It's not a bad manual. Get your instructions for setup and controls. And of course, how your overlay goes and works. And some instructions on how to play. Even opens up long ways that way, which is kind of a cool feature for some manuals. Yep. It's a pretty simple little manual. It even gives you a pay card so you can understand what all gets paid out and everything. No credits as to who developed it for them or anything. Back in those days, most of the home video game console manufacturers and other companies were trying to keep their... They didn't want their talent being lured away to develop for other home video game consoles, so... Anyway, here's our overlay. As you guys can see, that's pretty simple. You can change your bet display. You've got a ready button for when you're ready to submit your bet. Standard numbers, enter and all. It's pretty simple. Anyway, let me go ahead and I'm going to stick this. It works with, for expediency, we're going to play this on my at-games IntelliVision flashback. And for purposes of expediency again. And fortunately with that, the overlays will work with controllers for it just like they will with a regular Mattel IntelliVision or regular IntelliVision home video game console line console. So of course it's being a bit stubborn about getting in there. Let me go ahead and set us up so we can go ahead and get to some gameplay before too long. Okay. we go. Player 1. Okay, give me a sec to hit the lights. I'm going to give us a simple stake here of $900. No, not 988. Okay. Player 2. Nothing. Oh, right. Got to switch controller ports to do that. And, of course, if you're playing as a single player, for player 2, just enter 0. Okay, now here's your table. It might remind some more of, how you would say, crops than roulette, but that's how it goes. Here's my, okay, here's the ability to play specialists. Place them where you want. They each have different, how do you say, and then press enter. They each have different, values and such that you can play with. Teen 22 and 31 is my preference. Okay, and then you hit the bottom right side button to enter it. Play a few rounds for you guys. The up at top where that ball is going represents the roulette wheel. I just lost basically as well, I didn't hit one of my numbers. There we go, hit one on 22. To change your bet, you press any of the top, how do you say, top side buttons will let you, should let you change. Okay, you're going to keep the same bet again. You press enter so that you can change where you want your bet to be, it turns out. Do 17 this time. Like 31, but not that well. Okay, now ready button. Hit our ready button again, and there we go. And 20, so. Play it one more through and see how it goes. Zero. Try one more and see. I'm not going to change my bets again because that's going to start taking too long. Okay, so again, nothing. That's about as much as there is to the game anyway. I think that'll do for our gameplay, so let me go ahead and get this down and... Okay, so that was Las Vegas Poker and Las Vegas Roulette, an original library game for the IntelliVision home video game console line from 1979. It's an okay game if you enjoy games, like gambling, a roulette game. It's decent for that. Or if you've been having a rough time with, how do you say, some other game, it's a nice one to unwind with because, not much more stress than just seeing if you win or lose a simulated bet. If you enjoyed my content, please like, share, and subscribe. And please leave any comments, questions, or suggestions down in the comments section below, as I am very open to feedback. Anyway, you guys have a nice morning, take care, and I will see you again in my next video.